Joining me now is Mike Burke. He is the Chief Financial Officer for the Palm Beach County School District. Here right now to tell us about the penny sales tax referendum. Mike, tell me how this works. We're voting on this on Tuesday.
Yes, so the school board has partnered with the County Commission and the League of Cities to put a 1-cent penny surtax on the ballot for government infrastructure needs. The school district stands to get 50% of that revenue passed by the voters.
Okay, so the school gets a little bit. Where else does it get divvied up?
The county will get 30% of the money and the cities will share in 20% of the proceeds.
Okay, and explain to me, people are asking, all right, a sales tax, it's not always a great thing to hear. What is it for?
For the school district, this will really allow us to catch up on some badly needed maintenance projects, replace roofs, air conditioners, school buses, technology, improve the security of our campuses. And we really need this revenue source because in 2008, 2009, we went through some state funding reductions that have left us with a nearly $900 million hole in our capital budget.
I mean, that's a huge gap. That's a big difference.
It is a huge gap, and we're starting to feel the pain of that as we see our schools, kind of deteriorate and have more breakdowns of HVAC equipment.
Yeah, give me some of those examples. What are these students maybe dealing with where the facilities are not up to par like they should be?
So our students are dealing with inadequate technology. A big part of this program would go to upgrading the technology in every classroom throughout the district. Like air conditioning is another problem we're having where schools with older equipment are experiencing more breakdowns, which leads to hot classrooms and a lot of disruption. Also with school buses, we want to be back on track with replacing our buses as they age out so students don't experience breakdowns or buses without air conditioning.
What do you say to the doubters out there that say, hey, I don't have grandkids in the school system anymore, I don't have kids in the school system, I don't want to be paying this sales tax to help the schools out? What would you say to them?
I'd say it's a question of the quality of life for Palm Beach County. Education is the cornerstone of really our democracy and making sure that the next generation is prepared to take care of some of us older people.
Now, of course, people are already paying a lot in property taxes. Some people saying that. Why go this route instead of the property tax? Can you explain that?
Our property taxes are actually low for school taxes, and this year property owners saw a decrease in their school tax rate. Okay. We're really funded through a state formula, and although property values are rising in Palm Beach County, the legislature cut school taxes by over $500 million this year. So as a result, that's really not the case for the school district. We're seeing taxes reduced.
So it really sounds like we're really making up for the recession years ago, and we're trying to still come back to a certain extent. Would you say that?
Correct. The legislature reduced our capital revenue by 25%. That's never been restored. And over an 8-year period, that's run up to nearly $900 million. And we've just never caught up. And it's really getting to a critical point where we need to reinvest in our schools.
But anytime a sales tax comes up, it's always referred to as a regressive tax. It hits the poor a little bit harder. Why go this route if that's a possibility that the poor would be more affected by this?
The good thing about the sales tax is we're proposing it for up to 10 years, no more than 10 years, and if we get to our revenue point sooner, it'll be terminated. But what I like about it is it's more of a pay-as-you-go tax, so we're not asking people to borrow money for the next 30 years to pay for repairs and technology that will not last that long. I think this pay-as-you-go approach with the sales tax is the best, fits the needs of our district.
So you like this approach better than doing a bond?
Bond, also with a bond, you're borrowing money for 25 or 30 years, you're going to pay a great deal of interest and ultimately cost the taxpayers more money.
And that's incredible. So if we actually reach the point that we want to with this revenue, it would actually stop.
Correct. Okay. If we reach the $2.7 billion it's expected to generate before 10 years, we'll shut it down in any given year if we get to that point.
All right, of course.
It's also subject to independent oversight, which we've done in the past and been very successful with. And a good thing about the sales tax is that some of our visitors and tourists are expected to pay about 25% of the burden.
All right, but of course it's going to the voters on Tuesday. Some might have already voted on it early. What if this thing doesn't pass? What do you do next?
If this doesn't pass, our schools are going to continue to deteriorate and the technology will become more antiquated. And we're going to have to do what we've done in the past few years, which is just prioritize, and we'll leave about $80 million of basic needs each year out of our budget.
Would you look towards a bond? Would you look towards some other revenue-raising options?
The only options for the school district require voter approval, so it's possible that we would have to come back to the voters at some point and ask them to please reconsider because the needs are that great.
Okay, and talk a little bit about the website that kind of teaches folks about.
So we've got a website, onecounty1penny.org. You can find out detailed information about how the schools will benefit as well as the county and cities, and there's a map so that you can kind of hover over your respective area and see all the projects that are committed to if this should pass.
All right, very good. Mike Burke, CFO with Palm
All right.
Beach County School District. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Back to you.